Hey everyone, and welcome to today's craft activity. I'm so excited to be doing this together with you. So for today's craft, we are going to be decorating our own initial. So in your package, you should have received the first letter of your name, some paint, a paintbrush, some white glue, and some things that you can decorate with. The only thing that didn't come with the package would be a pair of scissors. So you'll need to ask your parents for a pair of scissors so that you can do this craft. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take some newspaper or some scrap paper, some packing paper, maybe from a package that you received, and we're going to put it on the table, and then we're going to put our initial on there. Because the first thing we're going to be doing is painting, we want to make sure that we keep the table clean. The next thing we're going to do is, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you open up or take off the seal on your paint, and we're going to paint the initial. So because I'm using scrap paper, I am just going to squeeze the paint right onto the paper, like so. So you may have gotten a different color than I did, but that's okay. So now there's a few options for what you can do for painting. So you could, if you wanted to, you could make polka dots all along your initial, like so. If you wanted, you could even do things like making little hearts. Anything you want to do, you can make any kind of decoration. If you wanted to make stripes across your initial, you could. And the great thing about this paint is that it dries quickly. And if you wanted to, you could also paint the entire initial all with the solid color. That would really make all your decorations that you put on pop. So what I'm going to do for mine is I actually want to paint the whole thing. So that's what I'm going to do for my initial. Alright, so now that we've painted our letter, we're going to give it a moment to dry, and we're going to take this time to wash our paintbrushes and to wash our hands, because I'm pretty sure that we all got some paint on our hands. So we're going to take a moment to do that. Now the great thing about this paint is that it dries pretty quickly, but you'll want to make sure that it's fully dry before you start putting any of your stickers, any of your other decorations that you want on it. So after it has dried, we're going to take it off of the paper. That way we don't get more paint everywhere, and we're going to recycle that. Time to decorate. So as you can see, we have lots of things that we can work with here. We've got lots of sparkly gems, we've got things that we can stick on. Some of them already have a sticker backing, so all you have to do is peel them off to put them on. We have string, we have fun paper with different decorations on them. We have what's called washi tape, which is like a paper tape that's easy to stick on to our letters. So there's lots of things that we can do to decorate our letter. So something that I think would be fun to do with the string that we were given is, if you wanted to, you could draw, or you could tie a little ribbon to it. So I'm going to go like this, take some yarn, cut like so, and you can tie it around like you would your shoelaces and make a nice little bow on there. Very cute. You could even wrap it around if you wanted to make a decoration. Just tie it on there like so. You can even use glue to hold it in place if you wanted to. And you could wrap it around and make your own pattern that way. All sorts of cute zigzags. So a nice kind of crisscross pattern like that. I think that looks pretty cute. It's almost like a ballet shoe that's been tied up. And then you can use your glue to tie it, to stick it on. So that's an option that you can do. Another thing you could do is even tie it together like this, one end to the other, so that it stays. Or you can glue it together. So there's some cute little ideas that you can do with that. Make a nice little knot there if you want to decorate it. Like so. So those are some options that you can do. You could also possibly use glue if you wanted to make the string so that you can tie it and loop it to the top so that you can hang your letter. So those are also options that you can do. You'll have to make sure that if you do decide you want to glue the loop onto the top, that you're going to have to make sure that the glue is nice and dry before you try lifting this loop. So those are options that you can do with the string. Something else you can do is, I really like that I got this piece of paper here that says funny. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to cut out these letters. I'm going to take the white glue here that I have, and I am going to stick those letters on. You got to make sure that you take out the plug, otherwise it'll be very hard to use the white glue. Alright, so if I can pick up my letter here, glue the back, give it a good amount of glue so that it sticks on, and I'm going to stick it so it kind of wraps around the letter, like so. So you're going to have to push it down a bit to make sure the glue sticks to the letter, so get your fingers in there and really rub the glue down, otherwise some of the edges may stick up. So I want to make sure that my letters are not going to fall off, like so. And we're going to do the same thing with the rest of the letters. So there we go. I was able to put the word funny on mine. Some other things that I want to put on here, because I think that there's so much stuff that we can put on, it's just so much fun. I want to put some gems on to make it sparkle. But you do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. So the neat thing about these gems are that they already have a sticky back to them. So you can just peel them off. And you have to be careful because sometimes the glue might try to come off of the gem, but the glue should be on the back there already. And you can just stick it on wherever you want. Like that. So we have these nice gems that we can put onto our letter. Some of the items that we have are made of kind of a cloth material. They don't have anything to stick them on, so you are going to have to use your craft glue or your white glue in order to get them to stick. So here we have cute hearts that we can use to stick them on. And again, once they're on there, you're going to want to let them dry before you try touching them again. Some stars to stick on as well. Give it some bling, some nice sparkle to it. And if you wanted, you could even put some of the decorations along the side as well, just to give it a little more dimension. So this one here, this has a sticky backing to it already, so you just have to peel the back off of it. Like so. And I think I want to actually stick it so it's kind of on the side here. It's going to stick right off the edge like that. So I'm going to have to make sure that I don't bump that off. We have some other decorations here that, again, these also come with the sticky backing. And the neat thing about these ones is they actually kind of give a 3D look to the sticker because it's kind of a foam side there. So it'll actually kind of pop off. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on top of this star that I glued down. Like that. So it looks like the butterfly has landed on the star. We have fun little button stickers, and I think I actually want to stick that button, if I can get it to peel off. There we go. I'm going to stick this button on top of the bow I made here with my yarn. And that's going to help keep the bow from falling apart. Another thing that we have here is what's called washi tape. So I did mention before that it's basically like a paper tape. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to first find where the paper tape starts. Here we go. So the washi tape starts. And you can just peel it right off. And you can stick it wherever you want on your letter. And you can either use scissors to cut it, but this tape also, or this washi tape also works really well to just rip it. Like so. See how it sticks like that? It's just easy paper tape to use. And I'm going to put the washi tape right here. and rub it on so that it gets a nice firm grip on my initial, like that. And I'm going to kind of do it around here like this on my letter. And it's easy enough, you don't even have to rip it, you can just tuck it on the back like so. And now your washi tape can be used for decoration on your letter. So as you can see, there's lots of options for what you can do. There's no limit to what you can do with decorating your own initial. We do have some other scrap paper, so the same idea as what I did with the letters that I was given. I could cut these off and make designs with them. You can do all sorts of things to decorate your letter with them. So whatever you feel like doing, the sky is the limit. So you can keep decorating. You don't have to use everything that you were given. You can keep decorating it until you're happy with what you got, and then you'll see how your letter turns out in the end. So I will show you what my finished product looks like. And this is the final product. As you can see, I also added a few more things on top. I actually put some of the gems on some of the flowers that I had stuck on there. I put some along the sides like this. I put some of the foam flowers and put some gems on. So again, using the glue, I was able to stick on some of these stars. And what I actually found for hanging the letter that was easiest was actually not to use white glue, but to use some of the washi tape that we had to stick it on there. So that way it dries, you don't have to worry about waiting for the glue to dry, and it's got a pretty strong grip on it. So there you have it, your own initial that you can keep and hang in your room or anywhere that you want. And I hope that you had a great time making this craft, and we'll see you for the next activity. Bye!